Hello everyone, it's Retroaction. Welcome to another Transformers video. This is the Transformers G1 Insecticons, released by Hasbro in 1985. Now, of course, they had quite appeal to well in the cartoon in seasons 1 and 2. I don't believe we saw them after that. After the Transformers, of course, or the G1 cartoon as it's now known. It's really the Transformers. Anyway, right, so we're going to start with Bombshell here. We've got Bombshell, Shrapnel and Kickback, but we're going to start with Bombshell because he's my favourite. Now, I do have the Command Wars version of him, but unfortunately one of his legs broke. The insect legs, so I'm not going to have them down. Anyway, here's a rhinoceros beetle. It's pretty cool. As you can see, we've got loads of them. Got some nice, beautiful chrome there. We have a rub sign. Now, interesting enough, the promotional versions, the prototype even, and if you looked at the promotional advertisements for these guys, especially in the UK comic, the Marvel UK comic, they had red cockpits instead of the normal yellow. So, yeah, that's on all the promotional images they had a red cockpit, so that's interesting, but obviously we never got that until much later. So there we go. It's pretty cool. We've got wheels there. Unfortunately, you've got to watch out for the chrome wear. This one, there's a bit of yellow showing there. If I pick that up. Yeah, so there's a bit of yellow showing. The cockpits do open because they are from Diaclone, these figures. Oh. Of course, Hasbro just brought over the Diaclone toys and branded them as Transformers for the most part, and Micro Change and Micro Man, that sort of stuff. But these are Diaclone because they have the cockpits open up. And I do have one of the Titan Masters, and as you can see, you could probably fit in there. Yep. So, how about that? There you have it. Oh, but don't pick it up from there. So, there it is. You've got double D in there. The reason why is because I've got the Takara Legends Kickback, which I'm going to do a comparison with when we get to the original. Actually, let's just do it now. So as you can see, there's the Combiner Wars and Takara Legends. Let's get the box. It's this one. I might do a review on that. Don't know. I'm also thinking of doing a review on the Power of the Primes Punch Counter Punch, given that I've just done the G1. So I'm going to do like an old versus new sort of thing, even though they've just released another Punch Counter Punch using the same mod from the Power Primes in different colours. But anyway, there it is. It's just straight into legs. So there you have it. And they are practically the same size, but this one, of course, has got more articulation, but it has got visible hands now. Anyway, we'll bring them back for the others. Right, so this is Bombshell. Yep, again, the wheels do roll, kind of, but they are a bit rubbish, and they are a bit corroded, unfortunately. Right, so the transformer, what we're going to do is, you can see I've got more of the chrome wear there. I'm going to fold out the back, that's going to form the legs. Bring out the arms, they just fold around, and then you fold this bit over, and that reveals the head. It's got a great head sculpt. Shame they didn't paint the eyes, even back in 1985 they were doing that. That's when these figures came out. And now what you would do, in the cartoon anyway, it had it like this, with this as an overhead launcher, but I've seen some people do that. The instructions, it shows this, and I sometimes can get it to stay. There we go. So that is Bombshell in robot mode. Very cool. Now I've got this gun, it's a nice chromed gun. Getting a bit of chrome wear, but not too bad. Not as bad as some of the others, which I'm about to get to. And that, of course, there's a hole there, and there's a post. And there you go. That is Bombshell in robot mode. Let's put him over there. Yep, so there he is. Pretty cool. He's definitely my favourite. And he's got some really stiff arms, actually. For the articulation, his arms are really good. Well, I mean, his arms are really stiff, so that's good, given it's 1985. You can bend the leg back, which is kind of pointless, but you can bend it, the knee. Though it's bending the wrong way. Yep, so that's him. Right, let's put him over there. Next, we're going to come to Shrapnel. Actually, let's just put him off to the side for now. So this is Shrapnel. Apparently he's normally the leader. I remember Bombshell having quite a pivotal as well. He is a stag beetle, and you forgot it there. Unfortunately, as you can see, there's a lot more chrome wear showing here. He has got a normal Decepticon insignia, and also the rub sign, which is interesting because this guy does not. Anyway, there it is, and of course got stickers there. They're a bit worn, especially around the sides. This one's practically non-existent. This one is practically non-existent. He's got yellow wheels. But these ones aren't corroded, but again, you've got to watch out for the corrosion, and you've definitely got to watch out for the chrome wear, because as you can see, there's a lot of yellow showing through, where it should be all chrome, it should all be silver. This is kind of annoying. And again, no, they can bowl around. Yep, there it is. And I believe, do we have the copyright stamp? Oh, the copyright stamp is inside the cockpit there. I don't know if you can make that out, but there we go. Takara Company Limited, 1980-1985. Is that what it says? Yes. So there's the copyright. I always want to show the copyright when I can. Oh, let's get that back into focus. Yes, that's a great mode, but unfortunately shame about the chrome wear. Right, so transform it. This one's a bit more of a pain. It's a pain to get back into the bug mode anyway. Again, more chrome wear there. We're just going to extend the back section and fold down the feet. These are now going to be the legs. Fold it all the way. Then what you want to do is you want to spin it around. It's a bit stiff, and then you want to separate these pieces at the front, and that reveals the head, and then you bring out the arms. This one's a bit loose, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any peg holes for the gun. We'll find out why that is in a moment. It's got a good head sculpt, but again, it's not painted, unfortunately. They all had like red visors in the cartoon, or red eyes. In this case, it's the visor. Is his legs fully extended? I think so. He does spin a lot, unfortunately. He is old. And now, here's his gun. I think this is his gun anyway. I get these two mixed up, but you'll find out which one it is, because it will fit in his hand, hopefully. Nope, I don't think that's right. I think it is this other one. Anyway, here's his gun. Let's just show that. Yeah, it looks quite cool. Looks a bit like one of the other G1 characters at the front there. I can't remember which one. Mine is something else, but anyway, there we go. And let's just put it in his hand. Unfortunately, there's no peg to hold it, so he's just got to put it over his hand. A bit of a shame. And there it is, that is shrapnel in robot mode. Looks good, but this one does have a tendency to spin a lot, and I've just knocked Boncher over. So let's just put these two back up. Unfortunately, this bit really does have a tendency to just want to fall down, unfortunately. Let's put the gun back in his hand. Oh dear. It's a bit of chaos. Right, let's just put them over there. And we come on to the last one, which is kickback. And of course, that's the modern one I have, which is unbroken, is kickback. So let's just put the two together. Let's move these guys out of the way, so I don't have these showing while I'm showing this one. As you can see, they're practically the same size, but this one's an updated version. The cockpit still opens. Funny enough, now the cockpits can fit one of these Titan Masters in. Open it. It normally wants to open, of course, when on camera it doesn't want to. That's typical, isn't it? There we go. And they've like put a control panel in there or something. And this one is now designed to fit double dealer in there, and that's where he came from. He came from this Takara Legends set. There it is. So that's that. They both have the open cockpit, but this one probably doesn't have enough space. Not really. You can't really put him in there. So I'm not sure how a Diaclone figure fit in there. I think they were slimmer, smaller. Probably thinner even. So yeah, but anyway, they look quite good together. They've changed the head a lot. I don't really want to move those, but on this one they come up a bit higher. Looks a bit more like the cartoon, this one. Anyway, right, so there's them two together. They look pretty cool. Yeah. So let's bring him out of the way. I would put him in robot mode, but this review's taking a bit too long. Oh, interesting enough though, I do want to show again that they made the wings clear on the new version, which looks a lot better than it does here. Also, the Japanese version has a sharper wing. This one's like rounded off, but of course with the Japanese there's no safety laws, so they made it a bit sharper. Anyway, these legs look a bit rubbish, but it's a good mode. Of course it's a grasshopper. Again, you know, you got the cockpit opens up, which would have been red on the promotional images. Got this Decepticon insignia there. Really nice chrome on the wings. Right, so the transformer. I'm just going to fold the rear legs down. Bring these all the way around. And he's got some very strange arms, because what you do is you close these up. Those are his legs, and then yeah, the arm is in 2 halves, which is very strange. And his hands are not the right way round. That's a bit odd. And then, last but not least, don't really want to move that. You can move these antennae, just realised. So that's probably how it looks in the other mode. Oh. Hang on a second. Let's just bring it off camera quickly. So. No, you can't move it the other way. Well, let's not touch those because they break off easily. Anyway, let's just spin this round. Oh. Did I just bend it? No, I don't think so. Let's just spin these around to reveal the head. Just moved it, that's all. Alright. And that is kicked back in robot mode. He looks pretty cool in robot mode. He looks probably one of the more successful ones. I think Shrapnel might look the worst in robot mode. Well, he does for me anyway, because it's yellowing. The chromeware even. And where's his gun gone? Right, so there's his gun. Again, it's got some really strange arms, and for strange arms, he holds a strange weapon. And there it is. It fits well in his hand, though. Yeah, it's probably got the tightest grip on it, so his weird design gives him quite the advantage. Anyway, it's got a great head sculpt, though. The articulation of these ones is pretty much the same as Bombshell. Just the arms, really. The legs. Well, this guy's legs do move in and out. That's good. You can go forward and back even. I don't think the feet move. You know, he can point his arm out. Can he do any? Well, he can do like an elbow joint, kind of. That's a bit rubbish. He can kind of bend his arm. Yeah, that kind of works. It's kind of cool, isn't it? It works. It's got a great head sculpt. Probably the most successful head sculpt, apart from Bombshell. I think Kickback. Except that's Kickback and Robot. It looks really good. And together, these look really cool. I definitely like him and Bombshell the most. Shrapnel is interesting. But overall, they are really cool figures. Let's just get them all in. Again, we've got all this really nice chrome showing. This looks really good. Let's bring this down. Oh, that doesn't want to stay shut now, does it? Oh, well. There you have it. Well, let's just leave it like that. It's decided to close up for me. Oh, we did forget something on this guy. We meant to fold it to the back so we don't have these wheels hanging off his shoulders. That looks a bit rubbish. There we have it. And again, this one has a tendency to just spin around. It's got a good head sculpt, but it's kind of blocked by these parts. And his gun looks a bit weird. He's got these things hanging off his arms. I mean, he's probably the worst one of the lot, but these are still really cool figures. If they would like to stand up for me, that is. Unbelievable. It is a glass table as well, so I've got to be careful. Yeah, unfortunately, these ones are in varying condition. You can see, some of them have chromeware, some of them don't. I mean, some of them have a lot of chromeware, and some of them have minimal chromeware. Let's just get all three into shot. There we have it. Those are the G1 Insecticons. Really cool figures. For this guy, the articulation is the arms, and I think that's about it. I don't think the legs move. Oh no, they do go forward and back. And again, you know, the arms go up and down. So that is his articulation. Of course, the articulation is a bit rubbish in all these by today's standards, but these just look awesome. I mean, the chrome is really, really standing out. These figures just look awesome. They just pop. Look at that. Yeah, they look fantastic. These are classics. Right, so yeah, definitely pick these up if you can find them, but definitely beware of the chromeware and the corrosion on the wheels. And make sure you've got the weapons, because yeah, each one's got a unique weapon. Anyway, right, it's been Retraction, and be careful of these as well, because they break off the antennas on Kickback. There's probably parts that break on all of them, including those cockpits probably, and you've got to be careful of the sticker wear as well. Definitely the chromeware is probably the worst part of these, and the loose joints, which I have a few examples of here. Alright, this has been Retraction with the G1 Insecticons. Definitely pick these up. These look fantastic on display. Have I got them all in shot? I mean, this guy is kind of a pain because look how far these go. Yep, there they all are. They look fantastic. And of course, these were the arch enemy of the Dinobots, the Decepticon counterpart. Shame about the yellowing, the chromeware on the shrapnel there. Anyway, it's been Retraction. Definitely pick these figures up, but be careful of the chromeware, the corrosion on the wheels, and the loose joints, and make sure you've got one unbroken and complete. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.